Hi, Sharon Deal here. I'm a neuroendocrine carcinoma patient with stage 4 incurable cancer, and I'm doing these videos to prove to society that there's life and joy beyond the diagnosis. My little kitty just jumped up to join me. He is inseparable. My husband says he's codependent. He can't be alone. He wants to be with somebody all day long. So since my husband had a doctor's appointment today, the cat has been hovering around me, and that's okay. I've been on the couch for about an hour. I did my mastermind class, and they were both in my lap for an hour, and I've been feeling not very alone and very comforted, even though I've been nauseous and I have a high pain level this week. I've been taking medication and keeping all of those bad symptoms at bay. I had a wonderful joy this morning. I wanted to report that I'm a member of Marco Polo. That app lets you make a short video and send it to somebody, and then they can make a short video and send it back. It's like FaceTime, but you're not talking to each other at the same time. My grandson responds to it very well. I had contacted him to let him know that Falcor passed and that we got 2 replacement kitties, and he Marco Polo'd me back this morning, and he said that he missed Falcor because he grew up with him, and I had forgotten that that cat was in the house when he lived with me when he was born until he was 7. He and his mother lived with me, and he's 16 now, but he loved that cat because he grew up with that cat in the house. So when I watched his Marco Polo, it made me tear up. But I love having my grandson's face on the screen and listening to his wonderful voice, and just having a little bit of his attention means the world to me. I get to see my 5-year-old granddaughter quite often. She likes to FaceTime with me and put the little hats and faces on that when you open your mouth, fire comes out and makes you into animal characters. And we have found that if I put on the old lady face and talk like a little lady, she loves for me to read books for her in that mode. So it's just very funny because I can get into character and be as silly as I want to, and she responds to my videos and wants to do them on a regular basis. So that's a lot of fun for both of us. I get a lot of joy from my grandchildren. I have a granddaughter in Washington that graduated this year. She is a ballerina, and she has danced in the Nutcracker ever since I can remember in DC. And we've gone up to see her do that a couple of times, and I'm sad that she will be going to college this year, and if we go up, we will see her brother and sister, but she'll be gone because she's going away to school. I don't begrudge my children to grow up, but like I said yesterday, my daughter cannot be as old as she is. It's very difficult for me to believe that my children and my grandchildren are as old as they are. But it's wonderful. Like I said, we celebrate birthdays when we have cancer. It's a big deal. And my cancer has me in a place that's not very comfortable right now, but I have faith that this too shall pass. I'm taking a mastermind class on intentional living by John Maxwell, and it's helping me a lot because I've been writing a book, and I used to speak a lot when I was in recovery in Atlanta. I was asked to speak a lot, and I enjoyed doing that. And as I got sicker, I didn't go to as many meetings, and I didn't speak at as many meetings. And when I moved to Florida, I had completely stopped speaking. I think I've done one speaking engagement since I've lived here. But I would love to be a motivational speaker again. I would love to be able to make a difference in people's lives by helping them through my experience, strength, and hope. I'm a survivor of a lot of issues. I'm a survivor of sexual and physical abuse. I'm a survivor of a battered wife syndrome. I am a survivor of cancer now. I'm a survivor of drug and alcohol addiction. And I'm also a survivor of anorexia. So I have a lot of experience with a lot of negative, dark places and coming out the other side of that and using it to better myself by helping others. And what I have to offer with my experience, strength, and hope, I think is what helps other people, because when they can relate to you and they can identify with you, then they can believe that they too can get what they need to turn their life around, to escape a situation, to remove yourself from a bad situation, to have hope that this too shall pass. My first lesson with that was when I was in recovery and both of my daughters were sick at the same time. One had the chicken pox and the other one had the flu. And I wasn't able to go to meetings for a whole month, and I normally went to 5 meetings a week. And I wasn't able to go to meetings for almost a month because once the one got over the chicken pox, then the other one had the chicken pox. And when one got over the flu, then the other one had the flu. So it continued to be a household of sickness. And my sponsor said, "This too shall pass." And I said, "Really?" And she goes, "Yeah, they'll either get better or they'll die. But it won't be the same forever. They're not going to have the flu and they're not going to have the chicken pox forever." And so that put that in perspective for me. And I believe that when I'm going through a tough place, that it will pass. There's usually a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not always the train. And we have to believe that God puts us in places to teach us something, and the sooner we learn it, the sooner we can get out of the dark place. Usually the dark places are places that I've put myself because I've made bad choices. So it's a matter of being tired of being tired. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you do something different. Pain motivates people to do something different. And so when you are a person like me who has made a long stream of bad choices early in life and you've overcome them, you have a lot of experience, strength, and hope to offer others. And that's what I have to offer today. I don't have a lot of physical strength. I don't have a lot of wellness, but I have a voice, and I can use that voice. And so I'm writing and I'm talking every day, and I'm trying to build up my confidence to be a speaker again, because I used to do that and it used to help me and it helped others. So if you're interested in supporting me, please give it a thumbs up. Love it if you can. Where's that little heart? I don't know how to do that so well. Send it on, share it with other people, and subscribe to my channel. I love to look on there and see a new subscriber. I'm in the 30s now. I don't remember if I have 31 or 36 subscribers, but it's past 30. And that's another milestone for me. I don't have 1 million followers, but I've got 30, and I'll take them. I'm grateful for what I have. How grateful are you today? Make a list. I used to tell my sponsees, make a list of 50 things you're grateful for. And if they told me they couldn't do it, then I asked them to make a list of 100. Because once you start streaming together like-minded thoughts, they flow. And once you start being grateful and putting it on paper, more grateful thoughts will come to you. So have a grateful day. Have a wonderful day. Have a hopeful day. I hope I've inspired you in some way. And make sure that you give some of your joy away to somebody today.